The goal of the story I want to share with you is to remind us of how unique each one of us is, because I think we often forget sometimes. And the way I'm going to do this, I will need you to trust me because this is going to start out weird. I had a dream. And in this dream, the world was invaded by a troop of aliens. These aliens, as they stood before us, we were all trembling, mothers holding their kids, fathers just trying to be brave in front of their families. And the head of the aliens, she approached us and she told us that the only way we would be set free was if someone explained the word love to her. Brave Friska, I stood up because, how hard could it be? I told this alien that we use the word love to express deep affection towards someone or something. But there's a nuance, because you could say, I love coffee, I love the city, I'm in love with this man, I love my mother, and they would all mean different things. This alien tilts her head, because using one word in so many instances would be considered strange in her language. I saw how confused she looked, so I go, okay, I have to explain further. When I say I love, that's a verb, it's something we do. But when I say I am in love, that's a state. It is something that has happened to us, something we fell into. The alien looks at me skeptically and she asks, how do you fall into love? It was at this moment I knew I fucked up. I was the wrong human representative to answer this question because how do you fall into love? As far as I know, no one knows how it happens. We just know that it does. And when it does, we mark it. So I deflected the question by telling her about the marking. I tell this alien that when two humans fall in love, every single year on the same day they celebrate. They call it an anniversary. The alien still looks lost, so I go, okay, I have to explain what a year is. A year is a full rotation of the Earth around the sun. Our planet completing one revolution around the star is how we measure love. A full orbit to ratify what we already feel every single day. The alien finds this ridiculous. Then she murmurs to her troop, these creatures celebrate love by counting how many times their planet has gone around the star. And then she glances at me like she's holding back laughter. But she does not laugh, she's too polite. But now I'm frustrated, so I decide to tell this alien about the color of love. I tell this alien that the color of love is red. The alien doesn't react, so I go, okay, I have to explain why. And then I open my mouth and I realize I do not know why. Red is the color of roses and strawberries and Valentine's Day cards. But it's also the color of blood, it's also the color of fire, it's also the color of every war flag, every emergency, every danger sign. I tell this alien that we use the same color for love, the thing that binds us, and for war, the thing that destroys us. The alien then looks at me skeptically, and she asks, are you sure they're friends? Whew, I did not see this one coming. But think about it. Love and war both consume everything we have. Love and war both leave us changed. Love and war both demand that we surrender. Maybe the reason we paint both red is that the body cannot tell them apart. The heart races the same way, the breath catches the same way, the world narrows the same way. Maybe red is not the color of love or the color of war. Maybe red is the color of being alive in a way that costs you something. The alien is still waiting for me to explain love. I have given her a verb, a state, a calendar, and a color. None of it has answered her question. Now, I am not sure what happened to the fate of humanity because it was at this point I woke up from the dream. But why am I telling you this story? When we think about our own lives, I want you to imagine your life documented in a book. When I ask a lot of people to think about how that book would be, they read that book and then they think of the book as ordinary. Because of course it would seem ordinary. You've lived every single page. But imagine that book in the hands of the alien. I imagine if this alien saw that book, she would be so invested, she won't be able to put it down. She would read about your weird quirks, the things that make you you, and she would call it fascinating. She would read about things that you're quietly proud of, but you never really say out loud because they seem too small, but she would highlight it. She would read about your contradictions, how you're brave in some rooms and terrified in others, and how all the things you care about don't make sense together. And she would say, this is the most complex character I have ever encountered. And you would say, that's just me. And she would say, exactly. I imagine if this alien read all our books, she would quickly realize that there is no default human, no templates. Every single one of us is a first edition, a combination of ingredients mixed exactly once, in a specific order, never to be replicated. But we have been inside our own lives for so long that we have confused familiar with ordinary. We have confused known with unremarkable. As we go home tonight, I invite you to become the alien. Look at yourselves the way she would look at you, with no familiarity, no reason to take anything for granted. We had a conversation about love with the alien, and we saw the word love from a completely new lens. The word needs a full orbit of the earth to mark it, the color of war to paint it, a verb and a state both fighting for it. And after all this explanation, the alien still could not decode it. Imagine what she would see if she looked at you. Thank you. Wow.